Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back, and also welcome to fall. It's officially fall because I pulled out my turtlenecks and I cannot be happier, honestly. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 3 looks, 1 palette using the new Pat McGrath Mothership 6, what is it called? The Midnight Sun palette. It is so gorgeous. It's obviously a work of art. Anything that comes out of her brand is a complete work of art. I'll show you the box it came in. It's so simple, but it just does it. It's so amazing. And then you open it up and there it is. Simple but effective, and everything can be easily recycled, but I won't be recycling this. I want to keep it and put something in it. Maybe I'll make it my jewelry holder to get those jewelry inserts or something. This is the palette cover. When I received it in PR, I think whoever was in charge of customs that day was having a bad day because this was all ripped up. I had to do some surgery on this box and I taped it all meticulously back together because I love to keep all my Pat McGrath products in these containers because they're just so artsy and beautiful and so inspiring to look at. I was so excited to see that I got this in PR. I was completely shocked. I did cry a little bit. I got so excited. But anyways, first looking at this palette, I know I will be using this one a lot more than the Mothership 5 just because these are the tones I always reach for. This reddish shade right here reminds me of one of my many favorites from her, Burnished Honey. I wear this one all the time. I've used it so many times on my Instagram and in videos. But this palette is so stunning with the greens and these neutrals. This one is the only shade that I don't see myself really using. I think I overdid it with purples in the past. All throughout high school, I wore a purple eyeliner all around my eye, so I think I just got turned off of purples. But if I cover that, these are all the shades I use all the time. So in this palette, you get 10 shades. I got this big information card. I won't read it all to you because we'll be here for like 40 minutes. But in this palette, she has 7 formulas. So she has her illuminating highlighter, she has her sublime silk mattes, and there's 3 shades in this formula. She has a creamy shimmer formula, galactic glitter, 2 blitz chromes. She has a metamorphosis 005, and the last one is astral light. So before we get into the 3 looks, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It means so much to me, and let's get to it. For my first look, I'm thinking of doing like a softened classic Hollywood glam look. I really wanted to surround this look around my favorite shade in this palette, which is Astral Solstice. Here, I'm gonna swatch it. It looks like little mini diamonds. Here, I'll try to focus it. It is unbelievably beautiful. It is the most glittery, beautiful shadow. I just want to be completely covered in this shadow. And I'm first going to be dipping into the shade Taboo very lightly because her shadows, they slide on so beautifully, but they're very pigmented. So what I'm going to do is tap a few times in the pan and then tap on the back of my hand. And this brush is a Smith 232. I'm just going to lightly sweep this shade right into the crease. I just want it to have like the softest amount of definition. Like, I don't want this shadow to be obvious. I just want my eyes to pop out a little bit more and have a little bit of definition so they don't look super flat. I'm gonna take this Anastasia A25 brush with the same shade and just do maybe a little bit more definition just straight in the middle. Just right in the middle right here. And with my finger, I'm first going to be going in with Skin Show Moon Glow. And I want this to be the base of the shimmer because I layered these 2 shimmers on top of each other and it looked magical. So I'm first going to place that right in the center of my eye and then kind of tap it out. And I'm not adding this, I don't want it to be precise. I want this look to like appear effortless, but still with some technical oomph to it. I don't know how to describe that, but I'm just gonna take that blending brush, take a little bit, and I'm not afraid of putting the shimmer into the crease. I just want this to look very effortless. I'm gonna take this Smith 247 and I'm gonna go in to that beautiful Astral Solstice shade, and I'm going to start patting that on. And basically I don't care if these glitters go everywhere because they're so beautiful. That's kind of the look I wanted to go for. I'm just first kind of spreading them out everywhere. They're just so stunning. And I'm taking my finger and I'm layering that more heavily onto the actual mobile lid near the lashes, just so that's the most intense. And now with this angled brush, this is the Nabla liner and brows brush from their brush collection I love so much. I'm going to take the shade Extreme Dusk, which is a really cool shade. Here, I'll swatch it for you. It is like a charcoaly gray with a hint of warmness to it. And I'm going to do like a smoked out liner with this. And for my lower lash line, I want the same kind of vibe, just like a slight amount of definition. So I'm going to do the same thing but with a smaller brush. This is a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush, and just add the tiniest amount of definition under here. Just to open up the eye a little bit. I'm going to go back with the Smith 253. I'm going to dampen it with some Fix Plus. I'm first going to take Skin Show Moon Glow, and I'm going to apply that right in there, and also as my inner corner highlight. And then I'm going to go straight into the Astral Solstice shade and apply it just on the lower part, so it kind of gives a highlighted effect there. Just a little something. Just a little something something. And I'm going to apply my mascara, and I think I just want to do a mascara look just so that you can really see everything else, so that the eyeshadow is the focus. And here are the eyes all finished, and on my bottom lashes I just decided to put mascara on the outside, so then I really bring my eyes outwards, and I think it gives like kind of a cute, unique look to the eyes. I don't know. And here is the finished full face look. It's very much of a classic Hollywood look with just slight differences. And the lipstick I used is the Pat McGrath Matte Trance 041. It is a beautiful, beautiful red, one of my all-time favorite reds. I love the formula. It's so comfortable. I really love how this look turned out, and I'm really sad that I have to wash it off. So for the second look, I'm going to start with Taboo again with the Smith 232. And this time I'm going to go a little bit more heavy with this color. Then with the packing brush, this specific one is a Nabla Soft Dab and Smudge brush. And I'm taking the shade Vermilion Venom shade, and I'm packing that onto the entire lid. I'm going to take a Smith 230 brush just so that we can blend that shade a little bit higher into the crease, but to get a nice diffused gradient with that. Then I'm going to dampen a Smith 253 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Blood Moon 005. And I'm dampening this just so that we get a precise application, and I want it to be extra intense. So I'm patting that first right in the center of the lid. Then I'm taking my finger with that shade and I'm kind of dabbing it on top. And then I'm going to take that shade Vermilion Venom on this small pencil brush that does not have a name, but I'm going to start defining the lower lash line. And I'm bringing that shade all the way across. This Nabla pointed crease, I'm taking the transition shade Taboo just to smoothen out the edges and to add that shade to the bottom as well. And then finally, with that mysterious pencil brush again, I'm going to dip into Extreme Dusk just to add some definition to the outer corner. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm just going to add it with my finger, and I'm using the Skin Show Moon Glow. And then finally, for a little added fun, I'm taking that Blood Moon shade with the Smith 253 and I'm adding it to the center of the lower lash line just to make that pop, and because this shade is just too pretty, I wanted to add more. I love this look, it's so fun. I'm just gonna go quickly put some mascara and some lashes and I'll be right back. And here is the second look all finished. I also decided to just use mascara for this one as well. I feel like it really focuses on this shimmer shade we used. And here's the look all zoomed out. I paired this look with the Glossier Generation G in the shade Leo with the Glossier red gloss on top to give this more rusty tone, and I feel like it gave me a more monochromatic look. I don't know, for some reason I feel like Professor Snape. Maybe it's just like how my hair is today. I don't know what in the turtleneck. But I really love how this look turned out as well. I think it's perfect for fall and the colder seasons coming up. I'm falling more and more in love with this palette as we go on throughout this video. Now let's move on to the third and final look. And I want this to be so super smoky. I'm first going to start off with a pencil liner. I'm going in with the Milk Makeup one in the shade Boss. I'm going to first melt some on the back of my hand, taking that with my Dose of Colors brush that comes in their 5 color palettes. I'm first going to place that on the outer corner, closest to the lash line because I want it to fade nicely as it goes up. So I'm pretty much just letting the top bristles of this brush really doing the work. I'm not adding any pressure. I just want this to be feathered on, and then I'll add more pressure near the actual outer corner and those lashes. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This is a Smith 230 and diffuse that line. And I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm going to take it on the lower lash line as well. I'm actually going to bring that into the waterline as well. Okay, now we have the base done. So that's all I'm doing, and then I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to first go into Taboo once again. And then I'm going to take the Nabla brush once again, the pointed crease, and I'm going to take Extreme Dusk and focus this on the outer corner, kind of right on top of where we placed the black gel pencil. That gel pencil will just ensure and really lock down these dark colors we're adding. I'm taking some of the Taboo shade just to try to smoothen this area out just a little bit. Just going to take a really tiny liner brush. You can get them from the art store. This is just one from Anastasia, but I recommend picking one up from the art store because they're a lot cheaper. And I'm basically going to make this look like a wing, but I don't want it to be sharp. I just want that color to be brought over in this area. I don't really want this to be a sharp angle right in here. I just want it to have a smooth transition into the shimmer, but I'm extending that shade more into the crease. Then with my finger, I'm going to take Wicked Envy. Actually, do I want to take Wicked Envy or do I want to take the purple? Wicked Envy. I'm going to go with my first gut. And I'm going to place that into that area we left blank, and I'm right now just patting it on with my ring finger. I'll probably go touch it up with a brush. I just want the most amount of pigment on there. And then I'll smoothen it out with a brush. And then gonna take that extreme dusk shade again and kind of accentuate this once again. Ooh, it's super smoky. And now I want to maybe tap on either the Astral Solstice shade that we used first. Ooh, I don't know, or maybe this Jubilee Gold. That's a little test there. I feel like maybe the gold, since I haven't even used it yet. And I'm going to just focus it in the center. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good decision. Wow, this is so fun. Okay, and then for inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go again with the Skin Show Moon Glow. I'm just gonna go apply this eye and I'll be right back. And here is the final look all finished, and I think this is my favorite of the day, which is no surprise because I am a smoky eye fanatic. They're my favorite to do. I think they're so fun. And I can't remember which lashes these are. I'm gonna have to go back and peek. I just had them laying around and there's something by Velour. It might be part of their new collection. I'll link it down below if I figure it out. This is so extremely smoky. I think probably the smokiest I've done in a really long time. But the lip I paired with this look, I really wanted it to be kind of on the creamier side. So I used the Glossier Generation G in the shade Leo, topped with the Bite Beauty Flat White Gloss. I think it looks really good. I absolutely love how all three looks came out today. Before getting into my final thoughts, I just wanted to say how thankful I am that I received this in PR. I was going to purchase it anyways the night it would have launched, but now that I have it here, it's just so stunning to look at. And I do see myself using the Mothership 6 palette more so than the 5. Although I will always forever keep this in my collection. I'm never gonna get rid of this, probably ever. I think it's very inspiring to look at, and the tones in here are really fun to play with. These ones over here I wouldn't really wear out in person, maybe this one for Christmas, but these green ones and these really bright yellows I feel like are a little bit intense for the everyday use. I more so use this little section right here. Actually, these three tones are the ones I use the most. So I'm really happy that I have this one now because I see myself using all of these shades on a regular basis, except for maybe this purple. Everything else I would use like I used today pretty much. I'm so happy I have a palette with these two in here. I love them. Oh, I wanted to compare. Here is Burnished Honey compared to, what is this shade called? Vermilion Venom. Here they are. So this is Burnished Honey and this one is the Vermilion Venom. So you can see this one's a little bit more red toned, whereas this one's a little bit more orangey. I just really love those kind of tones. I think they look really good with green eyes and a lot of different eye colors, actually blue, brown, all of them. If you're really drawn to these tones, I say go for it because you won't regret it. These shadows are so beautiful. You can, when you look at one of these palettes, you can really sense the love that Pat McGrath put into her palettes. Like, it's insane. I had no idea that she had 7 different formulas in here, and they're just so stunning all around. The only shades that I didn't use Bronze Eclipse, nor did I use Blitz Violet Orchid, but I'll quickly swatch those. Here's what those look like right here. Very beautiful. I just have overdone the purples in my life. And with that said, I think that is all from me today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the 3 looks I came up with. Even if you think you're not going to purchase this palette, I really hope you're leaving here feeling inspired. Let me know what you would like to see next in the comments down below. I'll make sure to link everything I used in today's video in the description, as well as what I had on my face. And before I go, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already and give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!